We are so ingrained in this community and partnered with the Utica community that every single one of you has those opportunities to be connected. And so that's what we want to be talking and starting a conversation with you about in this next year. And so a little bit of how we do that and is literally you're here today. But along with that, it's not just about affordability, it's also about quality. And in the past, a private school has had to talk about the quality, but hasn't been able to talk about the affordability of the campus. We're one of the few campuses in the country that have blended those two together. And already, we know that as far as the numbers that we have of students that are interested in us, we have students this year from Hawaii, we have students from California, from Texas, from Chicago. So what we was a regional institution and have very quickly become a national institution. The one thing is that's wonderful about Utica is that 16 of the top 20 majors that students look for on a national basis every year we have here. The most important thing is you as a student. And so what I'd like to do now is introduce one of our students, Elliot Coleman. He's actually going to be coming up and manning a conversation as far as with our faculty members.
Good morning, everyone. So, as she said, my name is Elliot. I do work with the Young Scholars Program. Basically what Young Scholars is, it's a huge college prep. It starts all the way back in middle school, so you get nominated in the 6th grade, and then elected in the 7th grade. And then you'll go on like a lot of college visits and stuff like that. You'll do SAT prep, you'll do a lot of community service hours. And if you stick out the program all throughout grade school, you graduate with your Advanced Regents Diploma, you'll get automatic acceptance here in a huge scholarship. Our faculty and staff, you guys want to come up?
My name is Austin Givens, and I'm a professor in the cybersecurity program here.
Good morning, I'm Shauna Malta, and I'm a professor in physical therapy. Welcome.
Good morning, I'm Larry Aronson, professor of biology.
My name is Angel Rivera, the professor of computer science and chair of the computer science department.
And the students are in and out of our offices constantly. We have an open door policy. So if the door is open, students are welcome to come in.
I keep a jar of pretzels and a jar of Tootsie Roll Pops in the office, and students pop in and grab a snack and say hi. We're in contact all the time. Some of them have my cell phone number, so they can text me and call me, but the rest of them, email will have to do. But it's a really wonderful culture. You hear about the Utica College family, and we speak honestly about it.
Be open-minded, but learn quickly to manage your time. There's something for everybody here, I guarantee you. But at the same time, that freedom requires you to develop a discipline in your life that you maybe haven't had until now. But once you arrive here, recognize that with that freedom comes great responsibility, and that's part of the wonderful adventure that is college.
I think I'd say take what you know about yourself as an individual and as a learner and be willing to transform yourself. You're going to mature, you're going to never be the same person once you start college. Education is going to change you, good and bad sometimes, but you're going to change for the better overall, and it's going to be a growing time where it gets a little uncomfortable. Change is hard for all of us, but also find your passion with what you do. Try to connect. If you know you're going to go into a certain field, try to connect some of those undergraduate courses and really ask, how is this going to help me as I become the professional I want to become, if that's what you choose to do, because it's more relevant and meaningful when you can do that, and you'll gain much more out of those classes. And also be persistent. It's not always the students who are topping students who end up excelling in their fields. If the students who are persistent and are passionate about what they want to do in their life. So good luck to all of you.
You may start your college career as a pre-med or an English major or a criminal justice major, and you'll take a course or you'll get in conversations with some of your classmates or even a professor that you meet that can transform you and introduce you to something different. Moms and dads don't always like this change your mind thing, but honestly, you're here to enrich your life and give yourself the freedom to go with the flow.
Be persistent, be curious, be open-minded, learn to manage your own time, and reach out. The only reason that we're here is for you.
But I'm here more often than I'm home because I do commute. So it's like my second home, basically.
I'm the captain of the football team, so that takes up a lot of my time.
But I am also in a lot of clubs. I'm in Bond. Sorry, I am in Bond. I'm the president. It's a club called Brothers Under New Direction, where we take the males on campus and kind of mature them, try to get them to understand about different things that's going on in the world. I'm also the vice president of the NAACP chapter here at school as well. Some of the things I like to get involved in is just food. I'm not gonna lie to you. I love food. So any event that has food, I'm usually there. My biggest one is BSU Cookout, which is pretty cool, at midnight breakfast. If you guys get the opportunity to come here, we hope you do. Basically all the orgs basically cook breakfast at midnight. And there's a bunch of speakers going on. It's like the cafeteria, whole different types of music. It's like a party basically orchestrated by the school with food. So how could you ever not want to be part of that? So that's about it.
I started doing research my first year, which a lot of students don't get to do in other schools until their junior or senior year. I'm orientation because of George. I saw how much he loved it, so I went into that. I'm also president of ASIGRAY, which is the bio club on campus. We're really involved. We do a lot of volunteer work. We take trips. We help out a lot in the community because we want to keep our students and everybody connected to the community, so we do a lot of that. Yeah, I guess. And also, I work in the greenhouse too, so if you guys have a green thumb, come see me.
I am president of Residence Hall Association. I am our vice president of our Gay Straight Alliance. I'm pledge master of Alpha Phi Omega, which is a service fraternity. I'm secretary of Student Senate, and I am a member of the ASIGRAY Biological Society. I also work as a student ambassador, a telecounselor, an assistant to an area coordinator, and I'm also a resident assistant here on campus.
I was just going nuts because I had no idea what I wanted to do. I had no idea where I wanted to go, and I felt so much pressure from everybody, my principal, my teachers, like, what are you gonna do? Where are you gonna go? And I was like, I don't know. And I just want to tell you guys that it's okay to not know, because I didn't know and I still figured it out, and I'm doing fine and I'm right on track. So just don't freak out if you don't know what you want to do. You'll get there. Just let it come to you, and I promise it will. That's my advice.
The first thing I would tell you guys is to enjoy your senior year. High school is awesome. It's great. Things change. So enjoy your senior year and have fun. As far as getting ready to prepare for college, I think the biggest thing is making a decision that's not only going to impact yourself, but it's going to impact your family as well. I know college is usually a time when we get to kind of be selfish. It's kind of about us, where we want to spend our 4 years, so kind of the type of places we want to go, like Marcel, kind of like where we want to study. Sit down and think well, maybe mom and dad, maybe I can go 3 hours and 3.5 hours and still get that away from home field, but still be able to come home anytime mom and dad needs me to, and not fly across the country because you want to be away from mom and dad. So I would say take your parents into consideration.
Be involved, be happy, just try to make memories. While choosing college is going to be difficult, just know that you choose a college that makes you happy, because you're going to be the one spending your time there. You're going to be the one doing all the work.
I think within the senior year coming ahead, there's tips for the students and there's also tips for the parents. And in that sense, for the students, take advantage of any professional opportunities that you're given within this next year. Professional development is one of the most amazing things that I've learned here at Utica College, and I don't think I would have gotten that anywhere else. I know working under Donna Schaffner here in the admissions office and getting that professional development has been amazing, and these are things that I'll have for my future, and I wish I got started with that a little bit sooner. So that's definitely one of the things. Also, learn how to do your laundry within this next year. It's pretty important. Seriously, it is. I didn't do my laundry until the month before I had to move into school. I was like, Mom, I don't know what I'm doing. What's happening? Parents, teach your students how to do their laundry. Doesn't hurt. So those are my tips, honestly. Professional development within your next year, if you have those opportunities, and any of those little things that you may not have to do at home, you're gonna have to do here on your own, and you won't realize how difficult some of those things might be.
Just as they were saying, it's about you. It's about you, and it's not about your friends. It's not about your boyfriend. It's not about your girlfriend. It's not about competition. It's not about your coach. It's about you. And so the idea is that this is the first step in your life where you get to start to identify and define who you are. So take confidence that you do know. It's just that so many other people are always giving you all these other ideas and it makes you question. Start to feel confident about who you are, because whatever that solid voice is, that is truly where your passion sits, and that's truly where your soul and your heart is. Our job isn't to bring you to Utica. Our job is as a counselor to help you through the college admissions process. So right now you're meeting people that you will be seeing 1 year from now.